Jacksonville Jaguars are a team that, with a 9-8 record in 2023, missed the playoffs in the final week of the season, man. It's a pretty good roster. In Madden, they're an 82 overall, so not bad. But in real life, like, they've got a lot of really solid pieces. Evan Ingram led the NFL in receptions with 114 last year. Travis Etienne, really good running back. Josh Hines-Allen, one of the best young pass rushers in the league, and superstar quarterback Trevor Lawrence, who, you know, phenomenal, generational type talent, regarded as such at least, when he was drafted out of Clemson, and really has kind of underperformed where we'd expect him to be. He gets a lot of hype and not a lot of the criticism for maybe not being as good as we'd hope or make the plays, you know, to lead this team to a playoff berth. So we are going to take over as GM, trying to lead the Jacksonville Jaguars to greatness, build a dynasty. This is the Jacksonville Jaguars Rebuild. I'm Madden 25. Let's go, baby. And if you guys are new here, man, make sure to hit that like button on the video, hit that sub button if you're not already subscribed, and hit that noti bell to keep up to date with any future uploads on the channel. And it's time to rebuild the Jaguars. Duval. Let's go. And Maurice Jones-Drew has been brought in to take over the Jacksonville Jaguars as head coach, Jacksonville legend. And this sim will be run on all Madden simulation. It's going to be 12-minute quarters. And one thing we do is we turn dev trait regression off in these rebuilds. The worst thing that can happen is, you know, some player for some reason doesn't play well in sim, or the playbook for Jacksonville isn't great in simulation. So, you know, we don't want Josh Hines-Allen to lose his dev trait for one bad season. So we are going to turn this off. All right, taking a look at this Jacksonville Jaguars roster, starting out with the offense here, led by superstar quarterback Trevor Lawrence. Really feel like we could probably build around him in Madden. He needs to play better in real life, though, but at still only 24 years old, he's a 76 overall superstar development quarterback, 92 throw power, 87 speed. You know, a lot to like here. Good size, prototypical size for a quarterback. He should develop very well. And then Travis Etienne now up to superstar development as well. 25, 93 speed, one of the better young running backs in the game. I mean, this is a really good offense, to be honest. Like, obviously, the offensive line is not great. Everyone is pretty much aging. You know, Mitch Morse in the middle, very old, 32 years old. A lot of the rebuilding of this offense will be based around the offensive line. We do have Anton Harrison here, who probably should start. Walker Little as well is a 70. But Anton, with star development, will be starting here for us. He is a good young player. Brandon Sheriff, good, but also 32. Superstar development. Good pass blocker, but could be a potential trade piece. Evan Ingram, monster tight end last year, monster season, but already 29 years old. Yes, he's superstar, but he's only going to get worse and is very, very good. But I mean, he's going to regress next year, like at the end of this year, significantly. So if we can move him for a good piece or a good trade piece, we definitely will. This team is going to have to move a little bit backwards in order to move forward, unfortunately. Cam Robinson, he's already 28. Like, this offensive line is very old. Take a look at the receivers. Brian Thomas Jr., one of the most exciting rookies in Madden, 95 speed. He is 6'3", 209, only 21 years old. He's going to develop insanely well. Very, very good player. Going to build around him, but then other guys in the receiving room, it's nothing special. We got Devin Duvernay, who's still young. I believe he's 26. 4 years in the league, 26 years old, 94 speed, so still pretty good. And then obviously Gabe Davis and Christian Kirk. I think Gabe Davis is 25. Christian Kirk should be a little bit older than that. 27. Okay, so really good receiving room overall. Big building blocks for the offense. Will definitely be a heavy focus on the offensive line and replacing Evan Ingram with a long-term fit at tight end. There's a lot of work to be done on this defense, starting with the secondary. It is not good. It is not good. Led by Ronald Darby, Trey Flowers, and who is this? Jalen Jones, Jarian Jones. He's a rookie with 93 speed, but the coverage just not there yet. You know, there is something to be excited about. Andre Cisco, our Colts franchise trade piece legend. He's a beast. and Darnell Savage on the other side. These are two really good young safeties. And then obviously Josh Hines-Allen, one of the best defensive ends in the game. Trayvon Walker, good young defensive end. Armstead, Devon Hamilton is pretty young from what I remember. 27. He's already 27. Wow, okay. Some aging pieces on this team. I'd say the biggest needs is offensive line. And, I mean, it's no surprise. Corner is the biggest need by a mile on this team. We do have Devin Lloyd in the middle. Foyesade Oluokun is on the outside. He's already 29. Similar to Evan Ingram. Very, very good player, but just aging. Could be a really solid trade piece. I don't expect this team to... They could be in playoff contention in year one if we wanted to hang on to him, but anybody who can be moved will be. And that is your year one Jaguars team. All right, now after reviewing Foyesade Oluokun, we eat a penalty of nearly $20 million net, so he's not going to be an option to be traded. Evan Ingram will eat a penalty of $8 million. That's not as bad if there's a really solid return for him. He does have 2 years remaining on his deal. Cam Robinson is a candidate to be moved. He's already 28 years old, and in a contract year, we save $11 million by moving on from him. So some guys will be on the move. One quick thing to note as well, boys. We did pre-existing injuries on in order to accurately reflect the injury situation of the league when we get to the preseason. So Tyson Campbell, our number one corner. I know we said we need to address corner. He's great. He's 24. He's an 82 overall start ev. He's out for 6 weeks with a hamstring tear. We've got a couple other guys with really big injuries, none really too significant that are like too good of players, but that's a big one. So let's remember we'll get him back, I think week 2, week 3, something like that. So just keep an eye out for that. But remember, we did do pre-existing injuries on. If you guys don't want me to do that in the future, let me know in the comments. Okay, no dev trade upgrades in year number 1 in training camp, but we did get a bunch of points for a bunch of young guys. And let's see the top 10 of this new class. A couple of quarterbacks in the top 2, followed by some trench players, D-end, interior offensive linemen in the top 5. Extremely rare. Usually it's tackles. Fifth is tackle. A bunch of tackles after that, and then an outside linebacker. So no skill position players inside the top 10. But that's fine because we need offensive line badly. This is a great draft for us if these players end up shaking out. Okay, a done deal has been made with the Carolina Panthers. We are moving on from Evan Ingram, one of the better tight ends in the entire league. Yes, I know. But we're getting J.C. Horn, a 24-year-old corner with star development, and a second-round pick from the Panthers who probably aren't going to be too good. That's massive. We get better draft capital, and now we're going to make our next trade right on the back of this one. Another massive trade here to clear a bunch of cap space. Cam Robinson, 28-year-old left tackle. Roy Robertson Harris, 31-year-old DT, and 29-year-old corner Trey Flowers, along with 3 fourth-round picks over the next 3 years, are headed to the Cleveland Browns for their first overall pick this year. This feels great to me. We now have 2 firsts and 2 thirds this coming draft, and we're about to get much younger, much quicker. Okay, insane trade, and I know that they would never do this in real life, but this is Madden, man. It's not a realistic rebuild. If you guys want me to do one of those in the future, definitely let me know, but we're doing what we can to make the Jaguars better long-term. We're trading superstar 84 overall Brandon Sheriff, who's 32 years old, and he's going to regress aggressively after this season. Mac Jones, 25-year-old quarterback, backup. A 4th this year and a 6th in 2 years to the Raiders for Jackson Powers Johnson, 21-year-old rookie guard. We now really just need to focus on upgrading tackle, and then honestly Anton Harrison or Ezra Cleveland can move inside. So I feel pretty great about the changes we've made. We've improved our cap situation for the future, and I believe that will be the last move we will make as we are headed for the season. Let's go, baby. We have 2 firsts, 2 seconds, and 2 thirds in this upcoming draft. Okay, first look at contracts here in week 3. After a 34-3 win over the Browns, your Jaguars are 2-0 and playing great in simulation. We got some big-time deals to get home, starting with Andre Cisco, who will get home. Gonna sign him to a 3-year deal here. We'll give him a good contract to get back. Walker Little, 25 years old, 70 overall. He wants to come back on a 1-year deal. I think I'm comfortable with that just because he's only $2.5 million, and I think that I'm fine with that. All right, here in week 4, we got Tyson Campbell back in the lineup now. Corner room looking very solid. And we are 2-1 here with the Jaguars and headed for the midseason mark. Let's go get it done. All right, at the midseason mark, we are 3-4. So we definitely slowed down after our hot start. Before the trades, expected this team to be on the brink of playoff contention. Post trades, I don't expect them to be good. We got a 70 overall left tackle starting, but it's a developmental team. Us being bad year 1 makes our picks only better in the draft, which I'm fine with. So we're now 3-5 and potentially embracing full-on tank mode. We are headed for the end of season 1. Let's go. All right, and a 6-11 record in year number 1 for your Jaguars. Let's take a look at the stats and see where things went wrong. Trevor Lawrence, in his 4th season in the NFL, went 3,500 yards, 26 touchdowns, 19 picks. He was sacked 23 times in 17 games. So the tackle situation definitely playing a factor. We will be much improved in year number 2. That much you can count on. Big year from ETN, 1,200 yards and 11 touchdowns on the ground. He was pretty great. Trevor Lawrence also added 304 touchdowns. 1,000 yards for Christian Kirk and 13 TDs. 850 and 6 from Gabe Davis. 620 and 2 touchdowns for the rookie Brian Thomas. And 603 for Brenton Strange. Sack-wise, no big numbers. Josh Hines-Allen, only 7.5 sacks. 6 for Armstead, 4 for Hamilton. Trayvon Walker only had 2 sacks. That's brutal. But looks like big interception numbers. 4 for Aluakun, 3 for Lloyd, 3 for the new acquisition Horn, and 2 for Andre Cisco, 1 for a bunch of other guys. TFLs led by Eric Armstead, 10 for Josh Hines-Allen, and 10 for Trayvon Walker. So something to build off, but really nothing too impressive. Okay, 2024 season recap sees the 49ers taking down the Baltimore Ravens 31-25. Brock Purdy is the Super Bowl MVP. NFL MVP, Patrick Mahomes. Mike Tomlin for the Steelers Coach of the Year. Offensive Player of the Year, Pat Mahomes. Defensive is Aiden Hutchinson. Go Lions. Offensive Rookie is Xavier Worthy, and Defensive Rookie is Edgerrin Cooper for the Packers. Now, as far as your Jaguars go, did we have any dev trait upgrades? Okay, it looks like none on the offensive side of the football here. No surprises there. Defensively, nothing either, man. Everyone stayed exactly the same, and we're just going to have to improve in the draft. Nobody got much better. All right, let's check out this class, man. We have not taken a look at any of the class prospects. The top guard in the class is actually round 1 talent, not worth a top 5 pick. Has elite strength and good speed. Looks pretty damn good. I'm not going to lie. Not the best pass blocker, but overall, pretty great player. To be honest, these tackles are looking kind of mid to me. Like, it was a strength of the class, but like, C pass block for a round 1 tackle is not at all what I'm looking for. JD Nelson looks unbelievable athletically. Great strength, great speed, great jumping, elite change of direction, agility, and excel. But he's got C to F pass block. All right, and we have our first gem we have found. It's Howie McIntosh, a day 3 projected center with round 1 to 2 talent. That is what I'm talking about. Now, he's not the best athlete by any means. Decent strength, solid speed, solid jumping, elite agility, good change direct. But I mean, he's got pretty damn good attributes, and you can get him on day 3, and that's the type of value I'm looking for. So definitely going to take a look at Howie McIntosh. Okay, Damian Blackburn looks like our first stud outside linebacker. He's a round 3 to 4 projected run stopper. We've seen Madden 25 and Madden 24 juice these run stopper outside linebackers in the later rounds. He's got elite speed with good strength, elite change of direction, elite excel, and great jumping. B zone, A tackle, A pursuit, A hit power. Looks like a beast in the later rounds, and we need a good outside linebacker, and I think Damian Blackburn could be exactly what we're looking for there. And then tight end, a big position of need for us now with the exit of Evan Ingram. We definitely need to address this, and tight ends definitely do well in this scheme. Looking at the first option, Lionel Dixon, the round 1 projected tight end. He's 21 years old. elite strength. He's got good speed, good jumping, elite change of direction. It's just, are we going to take a tight end in the first round? Probably not, but let's just see what our other options are. Rashad Ward. Holy shit, this guy, his key ratings look insane. 3 A's and A to B run block. Only solid speed and marginal strength, but he's got elite jumping, elite change of direction, elite excel. This is a go up and get it type of player. So he's not going to be very fast. He's probably going to have like 82, 83 speed. Catching traffic, catching, route running is going to be good. Spec catch is an A. He just looks very, very good. Solid speed is not ideal, but I mean, when it comes to go up and get the football, there might not be a better option in this draft. I feel like we have a pretty good idea about where we stand with the trench players in this first draft, so we are going to head to free agency. Let's see what we can sign. Okay, here's an interesting development. Chase Young wants to be a Jacksonville Jaguar, and if we position him on the opposite side of Josh Hines-Allen and then potentially move Trayvon Walker up to outside linebacker, we could have a beast of a front seven. Okay, so offering a big deal to Chase Young may be just what this defense needs to get the pass rush going. So this is going to be our primary focus. We really don't need much more depth at any other positions. Now, we maybe could get some more depth at defensive back, you know, bring in like a depth corner like Eric Stokes for $5 million a year would definitely be something I'd be interested in doing. We got both of them. Our pass rush gets much improved with superstar Chase Young coming to Jacksonville, and then we also get deeper at corner, bringing in Eric Stokes, allowing us to focus our picks on trench players out of free agency in the draft. Okay, so we have pick number 7 in this draft, and we also have pick 8. Holy smokes, did that Cleveland Browns pick ever work out? We have 2 top 8 picks, and you're number 1. We are strapped and ready for the NFL draft. Come on, baby. Oh my God. Okay, so before we start the draft, let's take a look at our board and where our favorites and our extra scouting played a factor. So we did find out Steven Sampson, round 1 projection, round 2 to 3 talent. We also find out Richard Harris, round 1 projection, round 2 to 3 talent. And the last one was Austin Colbert, who's a round 2 to 3 projection, round 2 to 3 talent. So not a lot of clarity here, but we at least know that we're not taking either of these top 2 guys because they do not back up their projection. It's really, really difficult to draft offensive linemen at good value. So we're going to move these guys off our board, and they are no longer in consideration. And it's just that easy, man. So we're going to have some tough decisions to make, but that's why they pay us the big bucks, Maurice Jones-Drew. That's why they brought him in to make the call. Let's go. Okay, NFL draft time here. We pick at number 7 and number 8. All right, here we are up at number 7, and only 1 offensive lineman off the board in the first 6 picks, several defensive ends, and 2 quarterbacks. And now we have a tough decision to make. Now, I do think Joel Williams is the safe pick here at number 7. We lock in a round 1 talent lineman. Maybe we reach for him a little bit, but he's got good athleticism. He's only 22 years old. He's got the change direction. He's got the agility. He's got the strength. He's got the speed. You know, he's going to stay healthy with C injury. If he's the interior guy that we're looking for, and then we draft those tackles later, I'm still happy with that. It still fills an immediate need. He could play center and be the replacement for Mitch Morse. It's not a flashy pick here at number 7, but it's not a waste of a pick by any means. So we are going to take a shot on Joel Williams here at number 7. Welcome to Jacksonville. Great pick. He was ranked number 8. That's why you take a shot on round 1, and rarely is a guard ever projected inside the top 5. Number 8 in true value. We got him at number 7, and he is going to be a stud for us. He's hidden development, 94 strength. This is going to be a massive building block for Jacksonville's offensive line and protecting Trevor Lawrence. Now we move on to number 8 here, and it's probably going to be a trade back spot here, to be honest. I don't anticipate us making this pick. Panthers are at number 9, so we are going to have 2 really early second-round picks as well. All right, so after some deliberation, we are going to make this trade with the Las Vegas Raiders, who have the 10th overall pick this year. They're not a very good team. are not near the upper echelon. They have some aging players. We're going to take their first round pick next year and also their first round pick the year after that. We have 2 seconds already and 2/3 this year. We're in a pretty good spot, and it just guarantees that like we have more picks later, and I think it's better betting on longevity. So that way, when we run into a monster class, which we undoubtedly will, I don't feel like this class is that insane. We'll be able to capitalize because we'll have 2 firsts next year and 2 firsts the following year. I would feel really good about that. Yes, we're not getting a first rounder back this year, which kind of sucks, but I think overall, it's a W. Okay, here in the second round, we have the first pick in the second round due to our trade with the Carolina Panthers, I believe. It's a tough choice because we do have Cordell Ball, who we know is a guaranteed round 1 to 2 talent and, you know, would be a stud on our offensive line. But with that being said, we need to address the tight end position after moving on from Evan Ingram. We haven't done it yet, and I think Rashad Ward could be that guy. Later on, we already have Howie McIntosh and Colbert that we want to draft. I think bringing in Rashad Ward over Ball just makes more sense. He's got 3 A's and an A to B run block. He's 21. He's an interesting player, but I think he's one we're going to take a shot on. He could absolutely not be worth this pick, but it's in the second round. It's okay. We're going to take our first gamble here in Rashad Ward. He's a first round rated player. True value is number 21, and we drafted him at number 33. That's what I'm talking about, baby. That's a pick. Hidden development, only 78 speed. Holy shit, solid is 78. That's brutal, but he does have 86 jumping, 85 change of direction, 91 excel. What a weird player. 6'2", 235. So he's built like a receiver, but he's only got 78 speed. All right, we need to improve at defensive back and safety specifically with Darnell Savage now, 78 overall star dev. Will he take the next step? I'm not sure. So we are going to take a shot on Sean House here. This guy has all really good traits. He's 21. He's 6 foot, 222. He's got great speed. He's got good change of direction, great agility, solid jumping and strength. Only decent excel isn't ideal, but I do think he's got a lot of B's, a lot of room to develop. Really hope he's worth it. If he's not, it's second round. It's fine, but we're going to take a shot on Sean House and diversifying the group that we're bringing in to Jacksonville. We're getting an animation, so I'm assuming that this means we're getting good value. We did not get this for any of our other players. They're cheering me on. The whole room is cheering me on. This has to be good. Holy shit! Ranked number 16 in true value, and we got him at 39. This is a round 1 player. We are smashing this draft. We are smashing. He has normal dev. Oh, that sucks. Normal dev, but he's got 92 speed. He's a number 16 rated player in the class, but only normal development is a bitch. But he still should be really, really good. Yeah, we do pick again. Round 3, pick 7. Okay, so a lot of guys that we liked are off the board at this point. We are looking at Howie McIntosh. We're looking at Damian Blackburn, and we're looking at Vogt. So a loaded offensive line class, and we actually only end up bringing in 2 guys. We did diversify quite a bit. I think it will end up being worth it. We did get, remember, 2 first rounders over the next 2 years instead of drafting at number 8. But we have 2/3 here. And Howie McIntosh still available. Damian Blackburn. Those will be our picks here. Obviously, Levi Vogt has looked pretty amazing. And we could absolutely bring him in. Okay, so here at number 71, we are up. We pick again at number 83 in 12 picks. We need to get younger and better at defensive tackle. I think it's important. We will be able to get Damian Blackburn with our next pick, and then we'll just trade back up to the back end of the 3rd round and take Howie. But Levi Vogt will be the pick here. Let's go. Wait, did I just see number 10 in true value? Are you... I mean, dude, we're absolutely crushing this draft. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. Number 110. What? What a fail. He is hidden development, which is good. 84 strength, 74 speed. He's at least hidden, but his overall is not going to be very good. Damian's up soon. So we are going to take Damian here, and then we're probably going to just trade to the next pick. And just, it's not going to cost us too much. We'll just trade like something from next year, pick up the next pick, and take Howie. This is our Foyesade Oluokun replacement. 22, elite speed, elite excel, elite change direction. Very, very good player. Damian Blackburn, welcome to the squad. That's what I'm talking about, baby. Number 7 in true value. We got him at number 83. He's a top 10 player in the class. And he's normal dev. Are you kidding me with these dev traits? I want to pick back-to-back. I want to get Howie, whatever his last name is, home. Howie McIntosh, day 3 projection, round 1 to 2 talent. We got to get him. There's nothing else to it. Number 25 true value. We got him at 84. Big time pick. That 25 is like right on the edge of being round 1. So really good stuff. Normal dev. They killed us with these fucking dev traits, man. We got really good value, really high overall players based off their projected or their pick, but we did not get good hiddens. That really sucks. Take a fullback here in round 7. He's got B lead block with elite speed. So we're going to take a shot on Matthew Lehman here in round 7. Number 92 in true value. Got him at 199. We'll take it. He's got hidden development. That's what I'm talking about, baby. Okay, the draft recap is here. Let's see how we actually did overall-wise. Okay, so Joel Williams, a 76. We got 74 overall Rashad Ward as well at tight end. 75 overall Sean House. That's amazing. Levi Vogt is hidden and only 69. But Damian Blackburn, a 76. Howie McIntosh, a 74. And Matthew Lehman, a 70. So overall, pretty good. Yeah, so the class is very mid overall, and that's kind of what my gut was telling me, so I'm very glad we traded that number 8 overall pick to get 2 firsts in the next 2 drafts with the Las Vegas Raiders. So check out Joel Williams here. 74 run block, 69 pass block is bad. 98 stamina, 94 strength, 88 lead block. He'll probably play center, to be honest. Here's Rashad Ward, the 21-year-old tight end, 78 speed, 91 excel, 84 catching, 82 spec catch. Sean House, he is normal development, 21 years old, 92 speed, 74 zone, really not bad. And then Levi Vogt, 6'2", 296, 84 strength. Does have 74 speed, though, which is pretty solid. 75 finesse move, 73 block shed. He's fine. He'll be all right. We got Matthew Lehman here with 82 speed at fullback. Let's check out Howie McIntosh, the day 3 guy. 77 pass block, 76 run block with 84 strength. So he's a better blocker than the first round guy we took, just not as strong at all, but he's actually probably going to be pretty damn good. So all things said, based off value, I think we did very, very good in that draft. We didn't get all the dev traits we wanted, but overall, I think we filled some major holes, pause for our team, and really can be excited about the futures. We have 2 first rounders next year. All right, so this is your lineup for year number 2. It's starting to come together. We're going to start Mitch Morse over the rookie Howie McIntosh for now, just to give us a little bit more coverage while Howie starts to develop. Joel Williams at left guard. We moved Jackson Powers Johnson out to left tackle for now. Ezra Cleveland at right guard, and then Anton Harrison at right tackle still. Rashad Ward is starting at tight end. Lehman at fullback. We have our usual suspects at receiver. And then defensively, Chase Young. It's Vogt at DT3. Armstead still playing a role here in the middle. Hines Allen and Chase Young on the outside. I think I already said Chase Young. Devin Lloyd, Ventrell Miller in the middle. Damian Blackburn now starting outside linebacker. Big upgrade over Chad Muma. Foyesadio Luakun still here. Then there's Cisco, Savage, and then Sean House at safety 3 with Antonio Johnson as well. Then we have Tyson Campbell, JC Horn, Eric Stokes, and Ronald Darby at DB. So pretty good unit. We're getting better, and we're only going to get better as we advance. Let's go to training camp. Okay, no dev trait upgrades once again in year number 2, but a bunch of guys getting better, and we have an 85 overall defense. Like, we are getting better. Okay, in year number 2, the draft is vastly different. We have 2 corners in the top 3 and a wide receiver at projected number 1 overall in Addison View. Hoping that Raiders pick is in the top 5 because these guys could be special. We know when skill position players are in the top, at the top, or in the top 3, top 5, they're usually unbelievable. And we have Terrence Howard and Clayton Gamble. We have to know as much as possible about these guys. All right, scouts are set. We're focusing on skill position players in this draft, specifically corners and wide receivers are the biggest strengths. We're going to find ourselves a stud. After looking at contracts as well, boys, there's really nobody that saves us any significant money to move on from that we actually want to, besides Christian Kirk potentially, but he's still very good and only 28. He's still got like 1 to 2 more years of being good at the receiver position. So until we get a new rookie in, I don't want to move on from Kirk. So we're pretty much locked in with where we are as far as trades goes. Eric Armstead locked into a big deal. We need Mitch Morse to bridge the gap this year. So this is what it is. And here we are to get our first look at contract situation here. We got $61 million to spend. We got to bring Travis Etienne back. We got to bring J.C. Horn back. We got to bring Trayvon Walker back. Devin Lloyd, Christian Kirk, Devin Duvernay. Holy Lord, this is a lot to spend. We may have to do something. Obviously, we want to bring back J.C. Horn on a long-term deal, a 4-year deal. He's back, and I'm well worth it. Trayvon Walker. You know, we did just bring in Chase Young. But he's still very, very young. If we have to let Christian Kirk go, I'm okay doing that. If we're not going to be able to get him back, we will trade him. Okay, Devin Lloyd is going to be re-signed as well. I want to keep him on a 3-year deal, but, you know, he's really good. Ump the years and I'm back. He needs a 4-year deal. Are you kidding me? Dickhead. It looks like it's either going to be Trayvon Walker or it's going to be Christian Kirk. And we're not going to be able to bring back Devin Duvernay. And so with that in mind, I do think Christian Kirk is going to potentially be traded. All right, Devin Lloyd is back on his 4-year deal that he required. With Trayvon Walker available, I think we are going to re-sign him. Really good depth. 4-year deal, and then Travis Etienne is going to be the only one we can afford to bring back at this point. Christian Kirk will be traded. I've offered Travis Etienne almost an extra $1 million in contract, and he still keeps saying it's tempting. Hey, jackass, quit yanking my chain. Either sign or get the hell out. He's back. Finally get Travis Etienne back. He milks us for all we're worth. Pause. All right, we're making a massive trade here. We're moving Christian Kirk, who we cannot afford to re-sign. We're going to try and get better in the long term, and we're going to bring in Adonai Mitchell as a replacement along with a 7th-round pick. Rashad Ward is superstar development. Let's go, baby. That is huge. Rashad Ward, the rookie tight end, is a superstar. That trade from Evan Ingram looks even better now. Joel Williams is star development. Don't know Layman yet. And then obviously we don't know Vogt either just yet. All right, we're 5-2 at the midseason mark. We go 1-1 after starting out 4-1, and we're in a pretty amazing spot. Now, we've already re-signed everyone we need to. We traded Christian Kirk for Adonai Mitchell. We don't have enough money to re-sign Devin Duvernay. That may change once the offseason is here. Let's choose our scouting national focus. Probably need to focus on corner just because we did bring in Adonai Mitchell. Now, obviously, we need a stud receiver. 6'2", 222, Addison Beal. Not the fastest guy, but does have really good everything else pretty much. Terrence Howard, A-catching. Only decent to solid speed. Come on, man. Are you serious? Clayton Gamble. C man coverage. Solid to... Dude, they both look like terrible athletes. That pisses me off. Might focus on corner this draft just because I feel like the corners overall down the board look better than what I saw from wide receiver. Could go either way, but hey, that's what we're going to do. And with scouting set and everybody re-signed, we are advancing to the playoffs. Can your 5-2 Jaguars hang on, dominate down the stretch, and continue their run and go to the playoffs in year 2? Let's go. And your Jacksonville Jaguars are playoff bound. 13-4 record does not get us a wild card bye. That is shocking, as it looks like we were the 2 seed. The Baltimore Ravens get the 1 seed, and we're taking on the LA Chargers here, who went 10-7, and a new ability for Rashad Ward, man. Don't know how much he's going to get that speed up, but dude is progressing super well. All right, let's take a look at the stats from season number 2. Trevor Lawrence, 3,900 yards, 33 touchdowns, 13 picks. Pretty solid year. Just want to get those picks a little bit lower, but honestly, overall, a pretty great year. Rushing, big year from Travis Etienne. 1,300 yards, 15 touchdowns. Trevor Lawrence also ran in 7 touchdowns, so 40 total TDs for Trevor Lawrence. 1,000 yards for Gabe Davis and 5 touchdowns. Brian Thomas, only 800 yards, but 13 TDs. Rashad Ward, really good rookie year, 750 and 7 TDs. AD Mitchell comes in, goes 390. It's clear Christian Kirk had a big part of this as well, but he's gone now. Travis Etienne also had 260 and 4. So he had 19 total touchdowns and like 1,700 all-purpose yards. Really good season. Then defensively, big time jump in sacks. 14.5 for Josh Hines Allen, 12.5 for Trayvon Walker, 8 for Armstead, only 6.5 for Chase Young. Interceptions, 4 for Oluokun, 4 for Tyson Campbell, 3 for Horn, 2 for Savage, Lloyd, and House, 1 for Blackburn, 1 for Stokes. That's massive. And TFL's Eric Armstead gets 14, Josh Hines Allen with 13. What a season for your Jaguars in year number 2, as our bet on the future has really paid off, and we are taking on the LA Chargers. Can we advance? Let's go. And we lose in the wild card after going 13 and 4. We're done with 3-point loss to the 7 seed Chargers. We get upset by the worst seed. And on the NFC side, the 49ers lost to the 7 seed Rams as well. All hell is breaking loose in the 2025 NFL playoffs. Hold on. New ability for Sean House. He was normal development. Rashad Ward won offensive rookie of the year. And Sean House got defensive rookie of the year. Let's go. Did he go up 2 dev traits from that? All right, so 2025 season recap is here. The Ravens take down the Bears 31-28. And Odafe Owe is the Super Bowl MVP. And we are going to look at the upgraded devs as well. But draft picks here. We got number 5 from Las Vegas. Did that ever pay off? We got number 5 from trading number 8. We had number 5 this year, and we also get a first rounder next year from them. That's huge. And we also have our pick, which is number 24. So we're in a great spot to get even better after a 13 and 4 season. Let's go. Now let's take a look at the dev upgrades from season number 2. Travis Etienne goes up to X Factor, as well as the rookie Rashad Ward. Come on, dude. You guys saw it. Sean House goes from normal development all the way up to superstar. Yeah, development trade increased plus star dev, and then above that, player award, defensive rookie of the year, superstar. So he got the rare double upgrade. What a development for our guy, man. Sadio Oluokun went up to X Factor, and then no other upgrades for anyone else, man. Voked also did have star development, by the way. Time for free agent signing, but not before we build our board. It's time to check out the prospects. There we go. Wow. Okay. So although Terrence Howard and Clayton Gamble were not elite athletes, they still are true top 5 talents. And Addison Beal is also a true top 5 talent. So we pick at number 5. We're definitely moving up into the top 3 to get one of these guys. And my eyes are on Clayton Gamble, 21. So he's 2 years younger. He's going to develop that much quicker. But also, Addison Beal looks insane. I mean, A, catch of traffic, A, release, B, deep, C, catching. He's a physical receiver, ends up having solid speed. So he had decent to solid, and he ends up having solid, which is good. Elite strength, elite jumping, good agility, great excel. Looks very, very good. Not really an after the catch type of guy, but can go up and get it. This receiver, Carl Hillman, looks really, really good. Good speed, great strength, elite acceleration, 4.45 speed, 22 years old, and he's around 1 to 2 guys, so really good value, but he's got a lot of A's and B's. All right, so we know everything about all these corners as well. So 2 top 5 guys. We've got Jalen Howard and Troy Peoples as round 1 guys. Their projection. Daryl Queen is a round 1 to 2 projection with a round 1 true talent. He's got C's with A zone. He's got great speed, elite excel, and elite strength. Also have Juan Marshall, who's got round 2 to 3 projection with a round 1 true talent, and he's 21. Good speed, great excel, elite jumping. We also have a day 3 corner who's a round 1 to 2 true talent in Javier Palmer. Can't play a lick of zone coverage, but he's a good athlete. Marcus Rosenthal looks great. Oh, and he is great. Just a really, really good player. This guy looks awesome. Jameel McKee, round 2 to 3 projection, elite excel, great strength, good speed, B power move, B block shed, B finesse move, B awareness, A play rec, A tackle. Got some good players. Got some good players we're looking at. All right, free agency time. We don't have a ton of money, but we definitely... Oh my God, Brock Purdy is in free agency. We can get some role players in here, and I'm kind of just looking at who's available. Okay, so we didn't re-sign our kicker, and he's right here. So I'm definitely bringing him back on like a really long-term deal. Duvernay's back here. There was good receivers down the board in the draft, so I think we're just going to take our picks. Travis Kelce's here, 36 years old, still an 87 overall X Factor. Okay, Xavier Jarrett is here in free agency. He's a 23-year-old, probably a late-round pick that got signed to like a one-year deal somehow. He's in free agency. I'm bringing him in for offensive line depth. He's $3 million per year. It's essentially the same as if we were drafting him. He's honestly cheaper than if we were drafting him. So I'm going to bring him in on like a 4-year deal. Really good depth. If someone gets injured, he is stepping in immediately. So Cam Little and Xavier Jarrett are the two players I want, and we should get them both. We do. All right, so we get our kicker back, massive deal, and then we get Xavier Jarrett back as well. So we're really locked in and in a really good spot, but we're going to hang on to our money because we have guys that are going to want big money. It's coming off a year where we had a top 5 scoring offense and a top 7 scoring defense, including the #1 rush defense. We really need to focus on, positive progression and getting better. We haven't lost anybody too significant. So let's nail these private workouts and keep going. So we obviously know all these 3 guys are top 5. It's about finding guys down the board. All right. Our 3 focus players are 2 right tackles and a defensive tackle. So we're still looking to, continue to build out this offensive line. We already know a lot of the defensive backs and the receivers are legit. So we pick at number 5 and we pick at number 23. It's draft time, year number 2. Let's go. All right, so here we go. So we know that Rosenthal, thought he looked pretty damn good. He's a round 1 projection with a round 1 to 2 true talent. Jamel McKee, round 2 to 3 DT. He's a round 1 true talent. That's insane. That is massive. We needed that. Needed good value because we need to establish a really good DT. And then we found Tarpley. He is a round 1 to 2 projection, round 2 to 3 true talent. So not worth it. So we at least find the DT in our focus players. Probably not someone we were like really considering that significantly. We will definitely now be absolutely taking Jamel McKee. But then look at all these other players down the board that we need. And I really feel like we got to go get Addison Beal, man. He's a really, really, really good player. Will he go number 1? That's the question. We go to mock draft 5. He's projected to go number 1 to the Titans. Are we going to trade up to number 1? Probably not. I don't think it's worth it, but we will probably trade up to try and get either Terrence Howard or Clayton Gamble. Number 1, just so expensive, and I just don't think it's that big of a need for us that we would be willing to give up that kind of capital. So wide receiver Addison Beal is the top pick on almost every single draft board tonight. He could be a generational type of player. He could also be a star dev type of player. So, I mean, what would it cost to go from 5 to 1 and get Addison Beal? Okay, we're not going to be able to get it done. Addison Beal will not be a Jaguar. It is too expensive. We'll have to give up 2 to 3 first-round picks. Do I think he's worth it? I'm just not sure. We thought about maybe moving Chase Young. They can't afford his cap. So we will advance to the next pick. And there is Addison Beal off the board. He looked really good. He's probably an X factor. It wasn't in the cards for us. We may just let these teams make the decision for us, and we'll just take whoever's left at number 3 and move up 2 spots. So let's see what they're going to take Terrence Howard. So Clayton Gamble is still here at number 3. Feel like we're going to trade up to number 3 and take Clayton Gamble. All right, massive done deal. We are trading our number 5 overall pick, a 3rd in 2028, a 5th in 2028, and 2 7ths this year to move up to number 3 with the New England Patriots. And we are going to take the 21-year-old corner Clayton Gamble out of Utah. Top 5 true talent. We know he's legit. He's a little bit more raw, but he's got savvy defender with ball in air, high motor, strip ball, good discipline. He doesn't have ball hawk, but a little bit undersized, but he's got better speed. He's He's not the best athlete by any means, but he looks very good. He's got a injury. He's going to be on the field, and he should be a really, really good player. We'll bring him in at number 5. He's a top 5, so we get him potentially right at value. An A+ draft grade. He's a number 3 player in the class. We got him at 3, so right at value. Like I said, got fast enough. He still has 92 speed. Perfect. Feel really good. We still have another first-round pick. Let's keep going. All right, so we're going to trade with the Bears. We're going to move back 7 picks in the first, and we're going to move back 7 picks in the third, but we're going to get a free second-round pick. We're taking Carl Hillman. Should be a really good receiver plug-in, and he's got good speed, great strength, elite excel. Lock in Carl. Carl Hillman is number 5 in true value. He's a top 5 player in the class. We know how to pick him. Let's go. That's going to be a stud. That's exactly what we needed. We're crushing this draft. All right, what's up, boys? So, stepped away for a couple days. I'm back recording this now, but big mistake. In a frenzy, trying to hurry up and finish the draft in my last session, I simmed to our next pick, and we missed the defensive tackle that was on our board, man. So now we only have 1 player left, and that is the day 3 corner. We're here at round 2, pick 24. We traded up for this pick, and we're going to try and make the best of it here. So let's see who we can find, and let's keep going strong, baby. We've been crushing this draft. Let's finish strong. Okay, look at this defensive tackle I just found, boys. He may be even better than the one we missed out on. B block shed, A finesse move, B tackle, 6'4", 300, ran 4.72 at his pro day. He has elite speed and also has great strength, good excel, great jumping, and good change of direction, dude. This guy could be a monster up the middle. He's also got B block shed, B awareness. Very, very good player. Jason Allen, welcome to the Jacksonville Jaguars. Number 46, we got him at number 56. So good value, but not really anything insane. And he does have hidden development, though. 80 speed, 90 strength at 6'4", 300 pounds. This guy's a beast. I don't even care what his draft position is. He's a freaking monster. I'm going to reach a little bit here and continue picking players that have really good traits and good athleticism. We are going to reach on Carlos Jones. He's around 3 to 4 projection, but he looks unbelievable. Elite speed, elite jumping, great acceleration. He's got B zone, B tackle, B block shed, and A awareness. He will be selected here. Pick 31. He's coming to the Jags to back up Devin Lloyd and be the future of our linebacking core. Okay, he was number 54 in true value. We got him at 63. Hey, that's just good value right there. It's nothing crazy, but we lock in another really good pick. And now we don't pick again until 31. I really like the look of one of these safeties. Okay, all those safeties went off the board, but we have our guy here in Javier Palmer. A day 3 projection, round 1 to 2 true talent. We know we're getting crazy value here. Aggressive ball hawk, high motor, strip ball, good discipline. He's a top fit twice over for the Jaguars behind my head, and he's going to be the newest addition, our second corner taken in this draft. Let's go, baby. Number 24 in true value, and we got him even better at number 95, dude. Normal dev sucks, but 91 speed, 91 excel, 92 change direction, 92 agility, 87 jumping. Last pick in the 3rd round. You can't beat that, man. Now, we don't pick again until round 5. I'm fine with that. We are smashing this draft right now. Absolutely crushing it. Now, here in round 5, we're just looking for any value here. Like, anybody that could still play for us. We are going to select BJ Springs here in the 5th round. True round 3 to 4 talent. And, we're just going to take the guys that we know are worth it, man. Number 104 in true value. Got him at 152. We will take it. Normal dev, but 92 speed. We are headed for the draft recap. Let's go. Boom! A 78 overall in Clayton Campbell at number 3, and a 78 overall in Carl Hillman at number 31, bro. Number 31. We also got a 73 in Jason Allen, a 73 in Carlos Jones, a 75 in Javier Palmer, and a 69 in BJ Springs. What a draft, boys. Clayton Campbell, 21 years old, hidden development, 78 overall, 92 speed, 86 zone. That's insane. If I was playing, he would be a dog because I only run zone coverage pretty much. He's got 99 injury. He's never coming off the field. Carl Hillman, steal of the draft potentially at number 31. 91 speed, 94 acceleration, 90 agility, 85 jumping, 84 ball carrier vision. Really, really good looking player. We missed out on the round 1 true talent DT. We go in, we get Jason Allen, and he might be even better in the long term. 90 strength, 73 block shed, 80 speed, 77 tackle, 77 play rec, 74 finesse move as well. Just really well-rounded player, really strong, really fast. And then Carlos Jones. Normal development sucks. He was the only player we didn't look at his dev trait, but he's 22, 73 overall with 90 speed, 90 excel at middle linebacker, 86 tackle, 83 hit power. We got Javier Palmer, normal dev as well, but 91 speed, 76 man, 65 zone. He's really bad in zone. Remember, he had D zone coverage, but 91 excel, 92 agility, 87 jumping. The 5th round pick, BJ Springs, out of Washington, 92 speed, 74 zone, 61 man, 90 jumping, 89 excel, 87 agility. And let's see who we maybe missed out on as we look at the top players in the draft. Okay, Terrence Howard was the number 1 player in the draft. Clayton Gamble, number 3. The receiver, Addison Beal, who we would have had to trade an arm and a leg for, went at number 2. He was a 79 overall. Or number 1, he was a 79 overall, second best player in the draft. So 98 jumping. Good God, this guy looks like a monster. What's his dev trait? He is a superstar, so solid, but he's not X Factor, so not like generational. I'm really happy we stayed at number 3 and did not I think we had number 5, didn't we? Or number 6, and we traded up to 3. The best player in the draft is Terrence Howard. He's 23, so 2 years older than Clayton Gamble. Clayton Gamble has 86 zone, but is worse in man coverage than Terrence Howard, but I believe Clayton Gamble's faster, so Terrence Howard looks really, really good, though. What's his dev trait? He is a superstar as well, so let's hope we also got abilities in Clayton Gamble. So the DT that we wanted was Jamal McKee. He went number 12 in the 2nd round that we simmed past. He's hidden development, 91 strength, 75 block shed, 74 power move, 70 speed. So very similar to the DT we drafted, just a lot slower. What was his dev trait, though? Did we miss out big time? He's a superstar. That's big shoes to fill for our guy, Jason Allen. So let's hope he can fill those shoes. All right, so heading into year number 3, this is your new look Jaguars team. Trevor Lawrence really developing receivers in Gabe Davis, Brian Thomas Jr., Adonai Mitchell now, and Carl Hillman, the rookie. We've got the 2nd year X Factor tight end Rashad Ward and Brenton Strange behind him. Offensive line, a big area of improvement for us, for sure. And then Travis Etienne, we know what he is. So if we can just get this offensive line, maybe bring in some really, really good offensive linemen, we're going to be in a good spot. But we have 2 first-rounders again this coming year. Still in a really good spot. We're going to focus on offensive line because this defense looks loaded. J.C. Horn, Tyson Campbell, Eric Stokes, Clayton Gamble now, the rookie, and then Jason Palmer. We also have Andre Sisco, Antonio Johnson, and Sean House and Darnell Savage at safeties. Blackburn and Aluakun on the outside with Jones, the rookie, and Devin Lloyd in the middle. Chase Young, Josh Allen, Trayvon Walker playing backup defensive end, and he's also playing rush defensive tackle for us. And then we've got the rookie Jason Allen, Vogt, Mason Smith. I'm actually going to move Eric Armstead to backup right end just in case Chase Young gets injured. All right, here we go. Season number 3 is here. Remember, we're going 5 seasons, so we got 3 seasons left. First season, we missed the playoffs. Second season, we went 13-4, and we lost in the opening round. We're trying to get back to the playoffs and capitalize and get a W, man. We are up to an 85 overall, 85 offense, 87 defense, and a lot of room to get better. Let's dial in. Now we take a look at the class. It looks so similar to last year. There's two top 2 corners, the top 2 players in the class. No receiver in the top 5, but there's a number 6 overall receiver. Couple of offensive tackles in the mix as well. So just hoping that the Raiders pick is very, very high. and then we will hopefully get our tackle of the future. We don't need another corner, but I mean, if one of them is a generational talent, you know, we'll take a look. All right, scouts are set. We're taking a look, going all in for offensive tackle this draft to try and get our O-line, like, get a bona fide stud on the outside, and hopefully we can get that this year. There's also some really good corners, so we're taking a look at DB again. Even though we really don't need them, we'll always take a look at the best players available. Let's take a look at contracts here, and we've got some big ones to decide on. Gabe Davis, we're pretty good at wide receiver right now, but he is 86 overall. He's 27. Anton Harrison, 79 overall, 24 years old. He wants $13 million per year for 2 years. Darnell Savage will not be back. Ezra Cleveland probably won't be back either. Gabe is still 27. He's still got time to get better. At star dev, he's not going to get much better probably at 27, but an 86 overall receiver is an 86 overall receiver. Maybe we stick him on a 2-year deal. Nah, we'll do a 3-year deal for him. We'll do a 3-year deal for Gabe Davis. We'll bring him back. All right, Clayton Gamble, superstar development. That's a big, big development. And yeah, he's going to be a bona fide stud for us. Carl Hillman being star is unfortunate, but kind of expected. Why is he wide receiver 4? All right, at the midseason mark, something is going wrong with this Jaguars team. We are 3-4, and we currently have the number 21 scoring offense, despite having an 87 overall squad. We're number 24 as well in defensive pass yards per game. But yet we've got the number 2 rushing offense and rushing defense. Okay, Anton Harrison is locked in for a 3-year deal. And at 3-4 to start, we have as many losses in the first half of the season that we had all year last year. So we really have to turn it around, or we could be in bad shape heading into the playoffs. And somehow we squeak into the playoffs at 9-8. Starting 3-4, we finish the season 6-4. Let's take a look at the defensive lineman's dev trait. And Jason Allen is star dev. Mason Smith started and ended up moving all the way up to an 80 overall. He looks like a beast. Not strong, but he's got 87 block shed, 89 finesse move, and 84 power move. Good Lord in heaven. All right, checking out these stats from season number 1. Trevor Lawrence, big step forward. 4,200 yards, 40 touchdowns, 12 interceptions. Played much, much better than years past, and that's really good. Interceptions coming down, touchdowns up into the 40s. Rushing, 1,000 yards from Travis Etienne, only 9 TDs. Trevor Lawrence, 2, and Tank Bigsby had 4. Receiving, Brian Thomas, big year, 1,100 yards, but only 4 touchdowns because Carl Hillman had 16 touchdowns as a rookie. 836 yards only on 65 grabs, averaged 50 yards a game, but had 16 touchdowns as a rookie. It's unbelievable. Rashad Ward had another big year at tight end, almost double digits, touchdowns, and 870 yards. 905 from Gabe Davis. Travis Etienne had 5 receiving touchdowns as well. Defensively, sack-wise, 13.5 sacks for Josh Allen. Mason Smith had 5.5 sacks and 9 TFLs, 4.5 and 7 for the rookie Jason Allen, 4 and 11 for Trayvon Walker. Where the hell's Chase Young? 12 TFLs, half a sack. He played all 17 games. Where the hell is he? He started at rush end. Interceptions, rookie Clayton Gamble leads the way out of the slot. 2 for Devin Lloyd, 2 for J.C. Horn, 2 for Sean House, 1 for Tyson Campbell. Pass defense was really bad. We saw that. They just did not generate a lot of really, interceptions. Not a lot at all. And we are taking on the Buffalo Bills in year number 3 and game number 1. Can we win? We will jump into the sim. We did not do this last time. We're going to jump in now to see, can we win against the Buffalo Bills, who have like top 10 in every single category on their team. All right, into the wild card round here. Jacksonville up 3-0. Let's go, baby. Defensive battle here. Jags up 10-0. Bills trying to battle back. They can't. 17-0 Jags. It's all Jaguars. But the Bills get on the board. trying to answer. We're into the fourth quarter. Bills mounting a comeback. Jags need to hang on, making a 10-point game late. And it's all Jaguars. They hang on. And we get our first playoff win of the rebuild, 24-21 over the Buffalo Bills. We send Josh Allen packing. All right, jumping into the divisional versus the Colts. They are an 87 offense, 80 defense, though. We're 88 on every level. The momentum is shifting for the Jaguars. All right, trying to upset the 1 seed. We're on the board first. Colts answer. It's 7-7 here at Lucas Oil. 14-7 Colts. 21-7 Colts. We have to get on the board now. It's 28-7. It's all Colts. They're showing why they are the 1 seed. We get absolutely blown out in the second round of the playoffs. 38-14. And we are headed for the offseason now. We get our first playoff win in year number 3, but still hunting for that deep run and that Super Bowl. Carl Hillman is your offensive rookie, man. He had 16 touchdowns and was probably a big reason why he was able to win it, besting Addison Beal. Who needs the number 1 pick when you go win Offensive Rookie of the Year, baby? Defensive Rookie was Clayton Gamble. We had the offensive and the defensive rookie. That's what I'm talking about, baby. And Jason Allen was actually 6th. What a big-time class, boys. Looking at dev trade upgrades, Carl Hillman now up to superstar with his award-winning season. He is an 85 overall after his rookie year. He was drafted as a 78, goes for 16 touchdowns, and goes up 7 overalls in his rookie season. Rashad Ward's up to a temp 90. Look at this player. 78 speed, only 78 speed, but he's got 93 catching, 88 short route, 84 medium, 91 excel. 91 excel, but 78 speed is crazy. 91 catch of traffic, 88 spec catch, like big. He's a vertical threat archetype with 78 speed. On the defensive side of the football, Clayton Gamble, despite winning Defensive Rookie of the Year, does not go up to X Factor. All right, 2026 season recap. Obviously, you guys know most of this, but Chiefs beat the Vikings 31-23. Patrick Mahomes, another Super Bowl. Josh Allen wins the NFL MVP. We took him down in the playoffs. That's a feat. Okay, let's see where our picks ended up for this year, boys. Las Vegas is number 3. So that number 8 pick we traded to them for 2 future firsts ended up being number 5 or 6 last year and number 3 this year. We are sitting pretty with 2 first-round picks, including the number 3 overall pick. Combine results are in, and we're taking our first look at this 2026 NFL draft class, led by the first overall corner, Joe McIntosh. Looks unbelievable. Show me good athleticism. Oh my God, elite speed. Elite speed, good strength with A-man, A-catching, A-press, and B-zone. Could be a generational type of corner. A-hit power, A-catching, A-man, A-to-B awareness, B-to-C block shed. How good is the guy behind him, Devin Walton? They're very similar size. Joe McIntosh about 20 pounds heavier. Devon Walton, equally as good. A-zone, A-press, A-man, and B-catching. Not as fast. Not nearly as fast. Not nearly as fast. We were focusing on tackle in the draft, and they're all not worth it. Dude, like, you gotta be kidding me. All right, Madden getting very creative with the names. We've got Cody in the building, baby. Let's go. He's not really any good, which sucks, because I wanted to take him for that name. Quincy Chisholm looks like an unbelievable day 3 pick. Great speed, good strength, great jumping, elite change direction, good agility, great excel. Bunch of A's. Probably just going to draft this running back to back up Travis Etienne. He's a power back, round 3 to 4 guy with elite strength and good speed and good excel. Isaiah Bryant is the receiver that was projected number 6. And he looks unbelievable. Elite strength, great speed, elite jumping, good excel. We're going to have our pick of the litter at number 3 to get an insane player. We've got a pretty good board. Let's head to free agency. Now, based off what we see in the draft, I really don't think... I was about to say I really don't think we're going to spend much. And then I see Kyle Hamilton at the top, and he wants to be a Jaguar. The way I see it, if it's meant to be, it will be. If Kyle Hamilton is meant to be a Jaguar, he will be. If not, then he won't be. I'm going to add a little bit of money just to, you know, sweeten the deal just a tad. Worst case, we move him down to outside linebacker and he fills in for Foyesade Oluokun. We got him. Kyle Hamilton is a Jaguar. Big time free agency signing. And this team is getting scary. All right, time for private workouts. So the 3 players we are going to look at are going to be the rusher, Julian Peterson, the linebacker, Ladarius Fowler, and the running back, Antonio Griffith. So 1 later guy and then 2 round 1 guys. Everyone else we kind of know about. And then Quincy Chisholm, he's a day 3 guy. So I don't really care, like, how valuable, like, if he's a bust, he's a bust. Okay, so based off private workouts, we find out that Julian Peterson, round 1 guy, is a round 1 to 2 talent. Okay, so not worth his pick at number 10, I'd say. Antonio Griffith, what a find. The running back we picked to be the backup to Travis Etienne, a round 1 talent in round 3 to 4. Ladarius Fowler, he is a round 1 talent. He's a round 1 pick. So you're getting what you get with him. And it is NFL draft time. Will we trade up for the potentially generational corners? Or will we stand pat at 3 and take someone else that could be unbelievable? Okay, we're sending Foyesade Oluokun and a 4th next year for number 41 this year. Done deal and a monster trade. We got it done. We're sending our 2nd round pick this year. The 2nd round pick we got in the Foyesade Oluokun trade, number 3 this year, and Tyson Campbell to the New York Giants for number 1 overall. And we are going to take potentially generational corner Joe McIntosh. Amazing replacement for Tyson Campbell. He ran 4.26 at his pro day. Looks unbelievable. Really, really amazing player. Should be the best player in the class. I'd be shocked if he wasn't. If he's not, he's got to be number 2. And we are going to take him. You got to shoot for upside. And Joe McIntosh has just that. He's the number 1 player in the class. We knew it. They knew it. Everyone knew it. Look at all those A's in the top right. And that is what you do, man. 97 speed. Yeah. Tyson Campbell, who? 97 speed, 90 excel, 93 agility, 91 change of direction. And that trade with the Raiders turns out to be the best thing we possibly could have done, because that trade from number 8 with the Raiders got us Clayton Gamble and Joe McIntosh. W. All right, so we ended up doing what we said we were going to do. Kyle Hamilton has moved from safety to outside linebacker, where he pretty much mirrors Foyesade Oluokun. It's actually like the same speed, better zone, 88 zone, 90 hit power. I mean, this guy might have an all-pro type season at outside linebacker. And I mean, I feel really good about that position switch, because essentially it puts less pressure on us now to trade up. I'm sure Ladarius Fowler is very, very good, but I think we are going to hold off on trading up and see what happens, man. Okay, big time trade has just been completed with the New York Jets. We are sending a number 26 overall this year, star 23-year-old DT Levi Vogt, who is 3rd on our depth chart, a 6th round pick next year for Mike Williams, who will just be released immediately to clear cap for the Jets, and superstar left tackle Olu Fashanu. I guess they don't have the money to re-sign him. I don't know. He was available, and we got the deal done. Jets get a 1st round pick. We get our bona fide stud at left tackle. They weren't there in the draft. I didn't like the lineman. With the movement of Kyle Hamilton down to linebacker, we really don't need that linebacker that badly. And we are locked in now with Olu Fashanu. He's only 24 years old too. That's a big time W. All right, now into round number 3, boys. And Antonio Griffith, Quincy Chisholm, our guys still here. It is time to trade up and go get Antonio Griffith. His spot is coming quickly. Done deal. 4th and a 5th in 2 years. Move us up 14 picks with the Arizona Cardinals. And our guys should definitely be available there. Round 1, true talent, is crazy at this point. He looks very, very, very good. Should be a really good 1-2 punch with Travis Etienne. Number 8, we got him at 76. Hidden depth, 92 speed power back. He is going to be a problem. Absolute dog. Can't juke worth a damn, but he's just pure bruising power downhill. The punters look like the worst class I've ever seen. They look terrible, so not really a lot of options in the 7th. Probably just going to try and move up into the 4th and get Quincy Chisholm. All right, we're sending 2 of our bottom of the depth chart corners, a 6th and a 7th, to the Bengals for their 4th round pick this year to try and go and get Quincy Chisholm. Let's just make sure we won't get sniped here. We should be fine. He's like 20 picks down the board-ish. We'll risk it. He goes at 103. He went way above value. Someone knew just as much how good he was. That sucks, man. Okay, so we found a guy that looks really similar to Quincy. He's got elite speed, elite acceleration. He's got B zone, A tackle, B block shed. 21 years old. He's our 4th round pick, Danny Weber. Number 132, we took him at 118. So, you know, a little bit of a reach. Normal dev, 86 speed, 90 excel. Can't hit them all. Jeremiah Kendrick will be the kicker we take a shot on out of LSU. Has great kick power. He also has B kick accuracy. We already have a kicker, but maybe this guy could switch to punter. Who knows? Rank number 58 in the class, and we got him at 218. 94 kick power. Hidden development. Let's go, baby. All right, time for the draft recap. I feel like we're crushing these drafts, but this might be our best one yet. We destroyed it. 84 overall, Joe McIntosh. Absolutely worth the trade up to number 1. Oh my God. 22 years old, 84 overall with 97 speed, 85 man, 79 zone, 76 player rec, 90 excel, 93 agility. Antonio Griffith also looks awesome. 22 years old, 92 speed, 91 excel, already 91 carrying, 86 stiff arm, 89 agility. Really good backup running back. And we get him for free, essentially, instead of having to re-sign Tank Bigsby. Danny Weber's a 68, but the kicker is a 73 overall in the final round. Last 10 picks of the draft. 94 kick power, 77 kick accuracy. Stud. All right, and now let's take a look. Was McIntosh worth trading up over the other one? Yes, he was night and day better than Devon Walton. Night and day better. Not even close. He's probably guaranteed X factor. He's the best player in the draft by a mile. He's already only -2 overall for Tyson Campbell as a incoming, never played a snap rookie. Isaiah Bryant was the number 2 player in the class. I told you he was awesome. Ends up having 93 speed with 97 jumping, 6'5". Probably an X factor. Let's check though. Star dev. No way. So the middle linebacker we also were really considering trading up for. Ladarius Fowler has 88 speed, 85 tackle, 93 acceleration. Really good looking player. What's his dev trait? Did we make the right call not trading up? He's star. Yes, we did. We absolutely did. Really big W. We're making some really good decisions in this rebuild. And it would be criminal if we did not bring a Super Bowl home to Duval. All right, heading into year 4, the team looks great. The new look offensive line has Jackson Powers Johnson playing right tackle, Olu Fashanu, the new addition, playing left tackle, McIntosh in the middle, Williams at left guard, and Anton Harrison at right guard. Xavier Jarrett is our kind of, fill in the gaps type of guy for every single guy if they do get injured. Rashad Ward still at tight end. We do need some backup tight ends, though, that we're going to bring in off waivers. Trevor Lawrence nearing a 90 overall, stud at quarterback. Travis Etienne's a 97 overall. Antonio Griffith, the rookie running back, backing him up. Brian Thomas, Gabe Davis, Adonai Mitchell, and Carl Hillman heading up the receiving room. It's a really good 88 overall offense. Then defensively, they could be even better. Chase Young and Josh Hines Allen, Devin Lloyd and Carter Jones, I think. Chandler Jones. Carlos Jones. We then move Kyle Hamilton to outside linebacker opposite of Damian Blackburn, Sean House, and Andre Sisco at safeties. J.C. Horn, the new generational corner, Joe McIntosh. Clayton Gamble is injured, but he will be, probably surpassing J.C. Horn pretty quickly, as will Joe McIntosh. So J.C. will probably be the future CB3. And then Gamble and McIntosh heading up the 1 and 2. That's your squad for year number 4. And we should be bringing home some big-time hardware this year. The 4th draft will feature a wide receiver projected number 1 overall. We're back to only 1 first-round pick, which is our own now. So no more Raiders picks. We have a couple of outside linebackers, a couple of tackles, bunch of pass rushers and quarterbacks, it looks like. So it will be much different, but we also probably won't really be too focused on the draft, as next year will be our last year to do anything, as we limit these at 5 years apiece. Chase Young needs a new deal. So does Brian Thomas. So does JPJ. So does Sisco. So does AD Mitchell. Stokes, Mason Smith are the big names. So we only got $51 million to work with. We know we need Brian Thomas back for the final year. That much is certain. And he's back on a 4-year deal. Jackson Powers-Johnson, our starting right tackle, wants $20 million per year. I'll tell you right now, he just wants to play near home. We may just franchise tag him for the final year, but I think we have to offer him a deal first. He's not going to accept that. Well, now that that's submitted, we could franchise tag him. Not going to allow us to bring back Chase Young either, so we're kind of in a tough spot here. Our starting right tackle, Jackson Powers-Johnson, has a quad tear and is out the majority of the beginning of the, all the way until week 10. Is it any surprise Joe McIntosh is an X factor? I don't think that was up for debate. He's a stud, and he's playing slot corner for us, so he's probably balling out right now. We're headed for the playoffs. 5-2 start. Let's lock in and go get a first round bye. And there's some crazy records once again. We go 14-3, and we do not get a first round bye. The Chiefs go 14-3, but somehow hold the tiebreaker over us. Our best record yet, we went 13-4 in year 2, and our 3rd consecutive playoff berth is home. And we're a 91 overall team. It feels fucking fantastic. Let's check out the stats, boys. Trevor Lawrence took a step back in passing yards this year, 3,800. Still threw 37 touchdowns, 11 picks. Rushing, 1,100 yards and 10 touchdowns for Travis Etienne. Griffith stepped in for the broken collarbone for Etienne. Rushed for 1,100 yards in only 12 games, by the way. 1,100 yards. So you would have had 1,500 yards if he had played the whole game, the whole season. 507 for Griffith when he stepped in. Brian Thomas, 1,000 yards, only 2 touchdowns. Gabe Davis, 950 and 9. Hillman, again, 14 TDs. He's got 30 touchdowns in his career through his first 2 seasons. Defensively, sack-wise, 11.5 for Why is Mason Smith going ballistic in this defense? He's crazy. 10 sacks for Trayvon Walker, 9 for Allen, and 5 for Young. 3 double-digit TFL guys, and then interceptions. 4 for Clayton Gamble, 4 for J.C. Horn, 2 for Lloyd, 2 for Hamilton, 1 for McIntosh, 1 for Jeremy Chin. We never signed him, so they must have just brought him in off waivers. He was on waivers? I have so many questions. Crazy season from Kyle Hamilton. 107 tackles, 5 TFLs, a sack, 2 interceptions, 9 pass deflections, 2 forced fumbles, and a safety. That is a crazy season from his first season at outside linebacker, and it has led us to a 14-3 record. We're looking for our first Super Bowl berth. Can we get it done? We're taking on Joe Burrow and the Bengals first. Let's go. All right, Jags got the ball first, punching in 4-6. The Bengals drive and answer the call. It's 14-7 Bengals, 14 unanswered. Jags have got to get on the board. 21 unanswered, 28 unanswered by the Bengals. We're getting destroyed. It's a big time upset, and it's too little too late from the Jags. What an absolute joke. They're actually an 86 overall, I'm sorry, but we're a 91 overall team. We go 14-3 in the regular season. We've made the playoffs 3 times consecutively, and we only have 1 playoff win to show for it. Pathetic, pathetic stuff. Say I'm disappointed would be an understatement. Okay, taking a look at the yearly awards. No Jaguars in the MVP race this year. Maurice Jones-Drew does win Coach of the Year, though. Defensive Rookie, we get Joe McIntosh for 6th. Looking at any dev trade increases here, boys. We don't have any, it looks like. Defensively, J.C. Horn goes up to superstar development finally. And then nobody else gets any upgrades, it looks like. Everyone else standing pat. 2027 season recap. Chiefs destroy the Cowboys. Another Super Bowl for them. So yeah, 2027 Chiefs win. 2026 Chiefs win. 2025 it was the Ravens actually. And then 2024 it was the 49ers. Okay, here we are in the final re-signing period. And we have $60 million now. We have an expansion of cap. And that's why we kind of waited for these guys. Andre Sisco, have to get him back. Have to. He's back. Chase Young, he wants $22 million per year for 3 years at an 86 overall, and he's 29 years old. We have 1 year remaining, though, on this thing. So if we want to make sure we're going all in. Is he regressing already, by the way? Oh my God. He's already regressing at 29 years old. Not good at all. Obviously, we need to re-sign Jackson Powers Johnson if we can. We might just franchise tag him. Okay, he's actually back. Mazon Smith, he wants $15 million per year. Mazon Smith does. A normal dev 25-year-old. He's 82 overall, so yes, he's good. But $15 million per year. Didn't even know who this guy was. He's one of the more ridiculous normal dev players I've ever seen. 97 tackle, 93 finesse move, 87 power move, and 90 block shed. His overall makes no sense. He really wants to be here too. I'm going to. So we're going to let Chase Young walk. We're going to let AD Mitchell walk as well. That is going to be it for our re-signing. Chase Young is on the move. Now with Chase Young on the move, we do have $30 million to work with here. Okay, it's our final year. We are going to try and bring in Chris Jenkins Jr., X Factor, 26 years old. And then we're going to, if we does commit to come to Jacksonville, we're going to switch to a 4-3. We have Mazon Smith and Chris Jenkins on the D-line along with Josh Allen and Trayvon Walker. I think it'll be, we'll put up monster sack numbers with that unit. And we do get him. Chris Jenkins is home. We really have no more money to spend. All right, now switching to a 4-3 allows us to really get after the pass rusher. I think this is going to be much better and maybe something we should have done before, but we went 14-3. So we are not going to cheese and trade our picks away for just loading up the team. We really don't have the cap for it anyway, so we're just going to act like we have future years coming. We're going to sign rookies that can make an impact immediately. And that is the game plan. All right, we brought 3 guys in for private workouts that looked pretty damn good on our favorites list. And the first was Emmett Norwood, round 1 to 2 projection, who is a round 1 true talent receiver with elite speed, if I'm not mistaken. Good speed, okay, but a bunch of greats, goods, and 1 elite acceleration. Really good looking receiver. He will be the replacement for AD Mitchell. We looked at this tight end, Robbie Fisher, who I thought was going to be really good. He has elite speed, but apparently that's all he's got because he is a round 3 to 4 projection. Or round 3 to 4 talent, I'm sorry. And then Brandon Stark, elite speed, middle linebacker, round 3 to 4 projection, round 2 to 3 true talent. So really probably looking at Emmett Norwood as the only person that we're really kind of considering in the first round out of all the guys we looked at. All right, into the NFL draft now for our final draft, 2027 NFL draft. And we are at number 24. And we're trying to, get somebody that can make an instant impact for us. I told you I really liked Emmett Norwood. He's a round 1 talent. And I stand by that. So we're going to try and get him. He's ranked 45. We pick at 24. And I'm hoping we can get him. He is not selected, and we will take round 1 true talent, Emmett Norwood at number 24. F deep route, that's fine. He's wide receiver 4. He will be a stud. Ranked number 7 in the class, got him at 24. Can't really beat that, man. Hidden dev, 92 speed, 94 excel, 93 agility. We've been crushing the scouting and finding really good value in these drafts, and we do it again right there. All right, here in round 2, and I told you guys I'm not cheesing, so I'm not dumping my picks off to go get like a Micah Parsons or a Myles Garrett. We're going to make our picks like we have to make them, like we're, building for the future. This guy has B everything almost. Sean McFarland, good strength, great speed, elite jumping, agility, and excel with good change of direction. This guy looks great. I'm taking him as our backup tight end at the end of the second round, Sean McFarland. Number 36, true value. Got him at 56. There we go. Normal dev, not ideal, but number 36, he will be a great backup tight end. All right, and the final pick of Jaguars Rebuild will be Chad Holcomb. This punter, A, awareness, C, kick accuracy, and good kick power. It's the best I could find. We don't have a punter. Let's bring him in. Number 88, true value. Got him at 216. Can't really complain about that. 93 kick power at punter. We will take that all day. All right, our final draft recap, boys. And Emmett Norwood is a 76. Sean McFarland, a 74 backup tight end, and Chad Holcomb, a 72 overall punter in the 7th round. Gotta love it. How strong was the class? Not a very strong class, not a single person in the 80s. All right, boys, and this is the unit for the final year of our rebuild. Trevor Lawrence, 90 overall superstar, leading the charge. Travis Etienne, regressing hard now. He's down to a 92. Running backs really regress, but still a 92 overall X factor. Very, very good running back. Backed up by the second year Antonio Griffith, Brian Thomas, Carl Hillman, Gabe Davis, and the rookie Norwood are the receiving room. Rashad Ward, 90 overall tight end. Rookie Sean McFarland, not Seth MacFarlane. And then offensive line, Powers Johnson is back. Anton Harrison, McIntosh, Williams, and Fashanu are the offensive line. Xavier Jarrett backing up everyone. Defensively, we bring in Chris Jenkins Jr., still have Mason Smith. We've got Hines Allen and Trayvon Walker off the edge. Hamilton and Blackburn at outside linebackers with Devin Lloyd playing middle still. Sean House, Andre Sisco, and then J.C. Horn, McIntosh, and Gamble at corners. Lineup's locked, boys. Time to go win a bowl. Let's get the job done. Let's go handle business. We're not worried about contracts. We're not worried about anything. This is the final year. It's win or go home. Let's go. And if you made it to this point in the video, thank you so much for watching, boys. I really do appreciate all the support and would really appreciate it. If you haven't already, make sure to drop a like, hit that sub button, and hit that noti bell. Okay, mid-season mark, we are 4-3. Last year, we were 5-2. We went on to finish this season 9-1, and hopefully we can replicate that here. Okay, crazy development. That receiver we took in the first round, Norwood, is an X factor. And Carl Hillman just broke his collarbone. You see the screen, baby. First round bye, our first one. And the AFC was not nearly as strong this year. We did beat the Chiefs and the Colts, by the way, in the final 2 weeks of the season. Big time W's. 12-5. Got us a first round bye. We are automatically where we were in year 3, and we're that much closer. Let's take a look at the stats that happened in the final year. Big passing year. 4,100 yards from Trevor Lawrence, was 15th in the NFL. But 37 touchdowns, 6 picks. He took really good care of the football. Rushing, big year. Holy smokes. ETN, 1,215 touchdowns on the ground. 280-4 from Trevor Lawrence and 240-3 from Griffith. Receiving, 1,107 from Brian Thomas. 850-5 from Gabe Davis. 720-7 from Rashad Ward. 670-6 Carl Hillman, and he missed a bunch of games. And then Norwood, the rookie, also filled in for Hillman when he was out. He had 6 touchdowns as well. And ETN also had 4. ETN had 19 total touchdowns. Not a great performance from the defense in a 4-3, which I'm surprised about. having all those studs on the defensive line. 3 interceptions for Lloyd, 3 for Hamilton, 3 for McIntosh. TFLs, 17 for Chris Jenkins, 15 for Allen, 12 for Masson Smith. 2 forced fumbles by Smith as well, and 2 pass deflections. Oh, baby, the Bills are looking for revenge. We took them down in the wild card round to get our only win, and now we need to do the same to get to the AFC Championship, which would be our first AFC Championship bout. Let's hop into the Super Sim. Can we get the job done versus Josh Allen? Again, we have a 93 defense, 91 offense. Let's go. Okay, here we go. Jaguars got to get the job done. It's win or go home. Defensive battle in the first half. 7-7 though. Jaguars score 14 unanswered. Bills answer the call once more. Bills on the board again. We need to get points, Jaguars. We do. 24-21 late. Bills score late. Oh my God. What does it take to win games? All she wrote. We are done. We make the playoffs 4 out of 5 years. Build a 91 overall team, and it does not matter. We win 1 playoff game in 5 years with this team. All right, and that is all she wrote, boys. We end up literally Super Bowl-less, and we built a monster team. We're about to take a look at the final team, but the only year we didn't make the playoffs was the first year. So we were the first team out, I believe, maybe. But other 4 years, we made the playoffs every single year. We went out in the first round in the year 2. We beat the Bills in year 3, made it to the divisional, then lost. And then in year number 4, we lost in the first round to the Bengals after going 14-3. And then this year, we got a first round bye, and then we lose to the Buffalo Bills. Very unfortunate, but let's take a look at the final team. And although we did not win a Super Bowl, I would say we completed the rebuild by building a monster team. You guys could see Carl Hillman, Brian Thomas, Gabe Davis, Norwood, X Factor, Trevor Lawrence, and ETN, the offensive line. We just went over this a little bit ago, but you guys know the usual suspects. Doesn't appear that anybody went up in depth trait. Everyone stayed the same, but crazy cornerback group, crazy safety group, crazy defensive line, crazy, it's just a really good complete unit. We did really well in the regular season, could not get the job done when it came to the playoffs. Maybe you guys let me know in the comments, is it different when you hop in a super sim in the game actually versus just simming advanced week? You guys let me know. Maybe that was the difference, but the Bills did end up making it to the Super Bowl, it looks like, so maybe that's a little bit better. But appreciate you so much, everyone who came out and watched this video. If you did make it to this point and made it to the end, really appreciate all the support that we've been getting on the channel and continued support for these rebuilds, boys. So we're going to be doing these more often. We used to do them on streams. Now we're doing them on videos. Really excited. Let me know what team I should do next in the comments below, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.